Good evening, everyone. I'm Lissy Bastian. It's Tuesday, March 10th. It's good having you with us. C.H. Reeves Junior School remained on lockdown today following a police chase that ended on the school campus. Reports are that following a shootout with police, suspects drove on the campus where the high-speed pursuit ended. 2 suspects were caught and 1 police injured. Chief Superintendent Solomon Cash told JCN's news team how the incident unfolded.
Shortly before 12 noon today, police received information relative to a suspected vehicle with 2 suspects who were believed to be armed with firearms in the area of Palm Beach Street. When the officers got to that area, they saw the vehicle fit in the profile based on the information they received. As they engaged the vehicle, the occupants sped off in a high rate of speed. The officers pursued that vehicle onto several streets. We ended up into the Main Street area, traveling south, crossed over into Robinson Road and into the Adult Street, Montelites area when the vehicle entered the compound of C.H. Reeves Junior School.
It was then that the suspect's vehicle collided with a police-marked vehicle, causing injury to a police officer who was transported to the Accident and Emergency Department by ambulance. Superintendent Cash says now those 2 suspects were taken into custody. He said police are still searching for items thrown from the suspect's vehicle.
I can also say that based on our information, it's believed that both suspects had discarded items, illegal items from the vehicle as the police were in pursuit of that vehicle. We have teams of officers in the area searching with hopes that we'll come up with these illegal items.
Mr. Cash assures that no student or teacher was injured at the school during the pursuit. This is the 5th police-involved shooting in less than 2 weeks. Pandemonium broke out at C.H. Reeves School today as parents stood outside the gate demanding their children be dismissed following that police chase and that ended on the campus. Parents expressed concern for their children's safety. A father, Michael White, who has a child attending the school, wants better security.
There's gangsters out there who ride in the school because I see it on the camera. There's now police chasing them. And they fly straight in the school. Probably they fly for a little help or whatever, so they can't get killed. The police them doing their job. You understand? Now, when they done clear up everything, then we can get our kids and go where we gotta go. I respect that. You understand? But all I want them to do, put more security on the gate and lock the gate. Don't care who want to come through in cars, no one come through. Keep your car outside and come pick up your child.
Another parent, Karen Rose, stood out the gate saying that all she wanted was her child to be released so that she can go home.
Parents coming off their job to pick up their kids. I don't even know why or how a vehicle could go all the way around the school, on the field, and up back to the front gate with a shooting incident. That do not up. You understand? Only people in uniform could get their children. 3 police officers gone in there and come out with their children. So what happened to the public?
As the mayhem continued out this gate, classes could be seen standing in the quadrangle as administrators held an assembly. As JCN's news team left the scene, parents were seen queuing as security guards prepared to allow them to collect their children. School administrators say counselors will be on campus tomorrow as some students as well as teachers may have been traumatized. Shifting gears, with 9 confirmed cases in the Caribbean of COVID-19, the threat of the virus to the Caribbean has been elevated to very high, even for the Bahamas, according to health officials. As a result, the Ministry of Health is taking necessary steps to be fully prepared for the likelihood of the virus reaching the Bahamas. Now, the public health care system's already facing some challenges, including overcrowding. However, Health Minister Dr. Dwayne Sands reassures that the necessary steps are being taken and quickly to ensure adequate space for persons who may present with signs of respiratory issues or who may have COVID-19. Dr. Sands says officials are making preparations at both the Princess Margaret Hospital and Coral Harbor Defense Force Base. These special units, according to Dr. Sands, will have more than 20 beds between both areas.
There may be fewer because we have been validating the tests. So we have gotten tests through PAHO, we've gotten tests from a supplier in Asia, Doctors Hospital has testing ability.
Now, yesterday, health officials confirmed that there were between 100 and 200 test kits available. As of today, that number has increased to just about 400.
Understand that there are offers for rapid testing which have not yet been validated, and that has the potential to create all kinds of issues. And so, I would caution people to avoid going on the internet and purchasing unvalidated tests that are being sold. Buyer beware.
Dr. Sands once again encouraged Bahamians to be careful when obtaining information on the deadly virus as it relates to the Bahamas. According to the Ministry of Health's COVID-19 dashboard, there are still no reported, suspected, or confirmed cases of COVID-19. 2 persons are quarantined and 28 have been released from quarantine. Well, with the U.S. State Department issuing an advisory to its citizens on Sunday, advising that travelers with underlying health conditions not travel by cruise ship, as the Centers for Disease Control notes increased risk of infection of COVID-19 in a cruise ship environment, Minister of Tourism Dionisio de Aguilar is worrisome of how that advisory could impact the tourism business. Mr. de Aguilar says it's a concern for his ministry.
This event is going to have a significant impact on cruise travel. People, especially Americans, take travel advisories from their government quite seriously. And so I'm sure it's going to be enormously impactful on cruise travel. When you couple that advisory with the incredible negative public relations that has been all over the television as it relates to, these people being stuck on these cruise ships, the one in Tokyo and the one in San Francisco, have been enormously impactful on deterring people from booking a cruise vacation.
75% of the country's foreign visitors come by cruise ship, while 82% of all visitors to the Bahamas come from the United States. Mr. de Aguilar says the advisory will deter persons from visiting the Bahamas.
I think that now that the U.S. government has issued this travel advisory, it is going to significantly impact cruise travel worldwide. No doubt about it. So it's obviously an area of concern.
Mr. de Aguilar says out of the 7.2 million visitors to the Bahamas last year, some 5.4 million visitors came by cruise ship, representing 11% of spending in the country from visitors. You're watching JCN News. Stay with us.
This segment of the news was brought to you by Alive.